to the Players Network School of Gaming. I'm Cheryl Maxfield. Now, very shortly, you'll be able to walk up to this sexy, engaging roulette table and place a bet with confidence. You'll be armed with the knowledge of how to get the greatest odds while playing roulette. Today, we have the foremost authority on gaming instruction. He has over 30 years of experience in the gaming industry, and he's the author of such books as Las Vegas Behind the Tables, Shipwrecked in Las Vegas, and Casino Secrets. He's the Players Network resident gaming instructor, and I'd like to welcome the man with all the casino secrets, Mr. Barney Vinson. Welcome, Barney.
Thanks, Cheryl. Nice to be here again.
Now, Barney, you've done just about everything a person can do at the tables, and today we're going to examine roulette. Now, roulette is often associated with romance, but how does it stack up against the other table games?
Actually, not too bad. The attraction of roulette is winning a lot of money off of a small bet, and that's what gambling's all about anyway. Another reason why this game is so popular is because you don't have to know anything. It's strictly a game of chance. You're trying to guess where a little white ball is going to land. It's an old carnival game.
Now, Barney, roulette seems to be more popular in Europe than here in the United States. Why is that?
Because of the number of zeros on the wheel. In most European casinos, there's only 1 zero on the roulette wheel. In most United States casinos, there are 2 zeros on the wheel, a zero and a double zero. This increases the house edge from 2.6% for a single zero roulette wheel to 5.2% for a double zero roulette wheel. So if you're serious about playing roulette, you want to look for a single zero roulette wheel. They're hard to find. And if you do find one, the minimum bet might be a little bit higher. But in the long run, cutting the house edge in half by playing on a single zero roulette wheel is well worth the effort of finding one.
Well, isn't roulette one of the oldest games in the world?
It really is. This game originated in ancient Greece. According to history books, Grecian soldiers used to spin their swords on their shields and try to guess where the points of the swords were going to land. And then later on, it said that Caesar himself had a roulette wheel in his gaming parlor, fashioned from an old chariot wheel. Well, the French got hold of the game in the early 19th century. They refined it, they gave it a fancy name, and it's been a casino mainstay ever since.
Now, with so many people at the tables, how does the dealer keep up with all the bets?
Very simple. Every player at the roulette wheel has his own color of chips, and you can have any color that isn't being used by another player. And that's just so you can keep up with your own bets while you play. So, for example, let's say another player has made a bet on number 25, and you want to bet on number 25. All you do is place your chip on top of the other chip. Each chip's going to be a different color anyway. Here's something else to remember. When you play roulette with roulette chips, each chip is worth whatever you want that chip to be worth. There's no dollar value on roulette chips. Normally, the chips are worth anywhere from 25 cents to $1 a piece. But there are other players who like their chips to be worth much more than $1. In that case, the dealer will place a button on top of a chip the same color as the color that player is using in chips, and place it on the side of the roulette wheel, signifying how much each of his chips is worth. And incidentally, when you leave the table, always cash in your roulette chips before you leave. Roulette chips are not negotiable anywhere else in the casino because nobody knows what you paid for them.
Now, Barney, when I watch people play roulette, there's money all over the table, on the inside, on the outside. What are the different kind of bets I can make?
Don't let this roulette wheel intimidate you. We're going to go over these bets one at a time, and you'll see how simple roulette really is. First, we're going to start with the very outside bets. These 6 boxes closest to you. All of these bets are going to pay you back even money. Doesn't matter where you bet. So if you were to place a chip on 1 to 18, for example, all you're doing is you're betting the next number that comes up on the roulette wheel is going to be 1 to 18. You're covering 18 numbers by betting there. Consequently, your payoff is going to be even money. Now, if you bet on where it says even, you're just betting the next number that comes up on the roulette wheel is going to be an even number. Any even number on the wheel. There are 18 even numbers, so again, your payoff is even money. Betting on the red, you're betting a red number. 18 red numbers, payoff, even money. Same for the black. Same for the odd. Same for 19 to 36. Here you're betting the other 18 numbers on the wheel. One thing I want to point out is that on a single zero roulette wheel, every single bet has a house edge of 2.6%. However, on these 6 outside boxes are the most popular bets on the table because of the fact you're covering more numbers. You're covering 18 numbers no matter which of those boxes you bet on. Consequently, you won't win as much, but you got a better chance of winning something. Now let's go to the other bets on the outside. First 12. If you bet there, all you're doing is you're betting the next number that comes up will be in this section of 12 numbers, the first 12 numbers. There are 3 sections on the table, 12 numbers in each, so in this case your payoff would be 2 to 1. You bet here where it says second 12, you're betting this section of 12 numbers. Here you're betting this section of 12 numbers. And the payoff again, 2 to 1. Now, if we were to take this chip and place it down here, what we're doing now is we're still betting on 12 numbers, only now they're in a column instead of a section. Your payoff again, 2 to 1. Same here. You're betting these 12 numbers in a column. These, by the way, are called outside bets. Anything outside of the numbers is called an outside bet. If you were to bet on the inside numbers, these are the ones. These are all inside bets. Anything where the numbers are is called an inside bet. Now, there are several different ways to bet on the inside numbers. The most popular is betting on one number straight up like that. That's called a straight up bet, and your payoff is 35 to 1. It's got to be that number, though, on the next spin of the wheel. Now let's say we want to bet on more than one number with one chip. We can do that too. Moving the chip like this, now we're covering 2 numbers. 2 numbers with one chip. That's called a split bet, and your payoff is 17 to 1 if either one of those 2 numbers comes up. Now let's suppose we want to bet on 3 numbers. On the line like that, on your side of the table, not on the dealer's side. Now we're covering these 3 numbers on the next spin of the wheel. And if any of these 3 numbers comes up, your payoff is 11 to 1. Suppose we want to bet on 4 numbers. We can do that too. Notice how the chip is touching all 4 corners, 4 different numbers? This is a corner bet, and if any of these 4 numbers comes up on the next spin of the wheel, you get back 8 to 1. Finally, 6 numbers. Like that. You've got a line of 6 numbers for one chip, and if any of those 6 numbers come up, you're going to get back 5 to 1. Those are the inside bets, Cheryl.
Barney, what's the most popular number on the roulette wheel?
Well, if you watch a real roulette game, you're going to see everyone betting on one specific number. What is it? It's number 17. And you know why that number is so popular? Well, study the layout. Doesn't 17 look like it's right in the center of the table? That's one reason why it's so popular. Another reason, it's a number that James Bond bets in the movies. Well, he never loses, does he?
I guess not. Well, when do I make my bets?
Anytime. The dealer will spin the ball. You can continue to make bets. Eventually, however, that ball is going to start to slow down. And then the dealer will wave his hand like this over the table, and that means no more bets.
Now, is there a strategy to roulette, or is it just dumb luck?
1% strategy, 99% dumb luck. You know what I would recommend? If you're going to play roulette, look for a single zero roulette wheel. That's going to cut the house edge to 2.6%. And one more thing. If you're stuck on a double zero wheel, there's one thing you can do, and that is if you have at least $20 in action on the wheel, put an extra $1 on 0 double 0 as a split bet. It's like splitting any 2 numbers. And if 0 or double 0 does come up, you're going to get 17 to 1 back for that bet to make up for the other ones you lost on the table.
Okay, Barney, now that we've learned the basics, let's have our voluntary players, Steve, Cheryl, and Gigi, our roulette dealer, test out what we've all just learned. You guys ready for a few spins?
Yeah.
Ready, Barney?
Absolutely. Get some bets down there, guys. Go ahead, spin that ball, Gigi. Incidentally, if you can't reach a number you want to bet on, have the dealer do it for you.
Number 18, is the bet.
No more bets. Number 18 is even in red.
Now let's see if anybody won anything. Well, someone's got a straight up bet. And that one chip on number 18 is going to pay back 35 to 1.
Wow.
All right, thank you.
Okay, now as soon as she removes the marker, then is when you begin to make your bets again. It's always good etiquette to wait until the dealer removes the marker before picking up your winnings or making additional bets. All right, we're all set. Spin that ball, Gigi.
Okay, come on, number 8.
As soon as the dealer waves her hand, that means no more bets allowed.
And no more bets. Number is 20, and it's black, and it is even.
20 black. So here we have a couple of corner bets. And each one of those chips is going to pay back 8 to 1. So Steve has just picked up 16 chips.
All right.
Yeah.
Isn't life grand, Steve?
Yeah, you betcha.
She's removed the puck so you can continue to make bets.
Yeah.
Number 17. Number 17 is a bet. And no more bets. Yeah. Ooh, just missed. The number is 10, and it is black, and it is even.
We all.
All right, now the dealer is removing all of the losing bets before she gets to the winning bets. Or should I say, well, she removed all the losing bets. All right, we're ready again. Incidentally, if you want to make a bet for the dealers while you're playing, if a dealer's been real nice to you and you want to express your appreciation, you can give them a tip, or you can make a bet for them. Ask them what their favorite number is. Now you know at least you've got the dealer rooting for you.
And no more bets.
Shoot the whole lot.
The number is 2, and it is black, and it is even.
So off go the losing bets. All right, the bet on black. That's going to pay even money. The bet on the first 12 will pay 2 to 1. And the split bet on 2 and 5 will pay 17 to 1.
Congratulations.
Looks like you did all right, Cheryl.
She did great.
All right, bets are being made. Ball is being spun. And always make sure that your bet is in the proper place. For example, look at this. What would that be? Is that a split bet or a straight bet?
And no more bets. The number is 35, and it is black, and it is odd.
Well, we still have a couple of winners. The odd bet will pay even money. The black bet will pay even money. And the third 12 bet will pay 2 to 1.
Go ahead and place your bets.
You'll notice in some casinos, players will keep track of the numbers that come up on the wheel. In other casinos, there's a lighted board that shows the last series of numbers that came up. Since roulette is strictly a guessing game, these are little tricks that players use to try to establish some kind of pattern in the way the ball is falling. But I maintain that that ball has no memory.
17. Number 17 is a bet. And no more bets. The number is 6, and it's black, and it is even.
Uh-oh, look at this.
Winners! Woo!
All right.
Off go the losers, but look at all the winners this time.
Good job.
2 to 1 for the column bet, even money for the black bet. 2 to 1 for the first 12 bet. Nothing for the 10 bet. Now we've got a split bet, a $2 split bet on 5 and 6. So that will pay 34 chips, 17 for each split bet, plus a corner bet, which would pay an additional 8 chips. So altogether, 34 and 8, $42 for a $3 bet.
That's great. Wow.
And look at that straight up bet on number 6. We've got, what, $3 on there?
Yeah, that's
And
right.
each dollar is going to pay 35 to 1.
All right.
$105.
Excellent. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
And that's how a dealer gets tips. Oh, place your bets.
Hey.
Make sure you've got that in the right place
Oh,
now.
yeah.
And this one, is this a straight bet?
It's on 29.
All right.
Come on, number 7.
Okay, no more bets. And the number is 36. It's red and it's even.
Wow.
All right.
All right, so what are we doing now? We're taking away all the losers. But we do have some winners, and we're going to start on the very outside. The 19 to 36, even money. The red, even money. The third 12, this gets a little better, 2 to 1. Now we go to the inside bets. Now we have a 6-number bet that won, and that would pay 5 to 1, plus a corner bet that pays 8 to 1. Interesting to note that the dealer will total the payoff. So in this case, 8 plus 5, 13 chips going to the green chip better.
Very good.
And we'll also total the other bets. We have a split bet, 35-36, that pays 17 to 1, and a straight up bet on 36 that pays 35 to 1 for a total payoff of $52.
That's good. Wow.
That was a nice one, Steve.
Thank you.
Are you starting to have fun yet?
Oh man, I've been having a
Thank
blast.
you.
We got it.
And that's how easy it is to play roulette. It's that simple.
Wow, great information, Barney. Now, do you think our players are ready for the Vincent Roulette quiz?
Let's give it a spin.
Alrighty. Barney's prepared a little quiz to test your knowledge of roulette. Here it goes. Roulette is a casino game that requires A, a lot of skill, B, some skill, or C, no skill.
Unfortunately, the answer is C, no skill. You've just got to be lucky at this game of chance.
If you bet on black and the ball lands on a black number, you get paid A, 2 to 1, B, 3 to 1, or C, even money.
Yes, C is the correct answer. You also get paid even money on odd or even bets and on the first 18 numbers or the second 18 numbers.
If you make a corner bet, a wager on 4 adjoining numbers, your payoff is A, 4 to 1, B, 6 to 1, or C, 8 to 1.
The correct answer is C, 8 to 1. And here's an important reminder. Anytime you win at roulette, your original bet stays where it is. If you don't want that same bet on the next spin, it's up to you to pick your money up. So don't forget.
Well, I'd like to thank our voluntary players for joining us. Thank you, Steve, Cheryl, and Gigi. Well, that's the game of roulette. But before we go, Barney, could you please recap the main points of roulette for us?
Well, since roulette is strictly a guessing game, there's only one big rule to remember, and that is to look for a single zero wheel. This will drop the house edge from 5.2% to only 2.6%. Other than that, you've just got to be lucky. But remember, even if you follow the rules, the casino still has the advantage. All you can do is get that house edge down as low as you can by playing the game properly. So have fun and good luck.
Thank you, Barney. Thank you, Barney Vinson. Well, I hope you've enjoyed learning about roulette as much as we have. For the knowledgeable one, Barney Vinson, And I'm Cheryl Maxfield for Players Network, reminding you it's a playground out there and there's no curfew. So get out there and have fun playing. Bye.
Gigi, spin that ball.